this is a female body tutorial. My last video was on a male, but I mentioned multiple times that females are plenty different. And also, I am sick, so please ignore any nasally sounds or sounds of birds in the background. I apologize. Now, let's get into it. So you always like to start with the head, because I don't think anybody is going to be as good as those people who draw on graph paper with no guidelines starting at the feet. I envy them. Or coughing. Ignore coughing too. I have a habit of measuring out the circle that I want to draw before I actually draw it. Like that. Or sometimes even smaller. Make sure to erase any unneeded lines, because that happens a lot. Guidelines are necessary. Female heads are typically a lot shorter than males, just to kind of get that C on, oh, this is a female. Like that. I know that she looks like a giraffe right now, but I promise that this is just going into the shoulder blades, and we're not gonna completely keep it. This is actually the shoulders, or anybody else in the background, ignore them too. Right now, we are drawing the ribs. This is about the length of the shoulder. Make sure to add joints. Small dotted line if needed. But then bring up. Into sort of a double square type thing. I again apologize for coughing. Now we are going to go on to the stomach, torso area. It does have more divots than males, which are typically just straight down, sometimes. Kind of like that. So now that we have this area, we're going to draw the chest. These are too long, I apologize. One way that I have learned to draw are hearts, upside down hearts. So I'm just going to turn this upside down to kind of show. So it comes, we want them here-ish, let's just say. They come on down from about the jaw, the bottom of the jaw, and then brought along the rib line, as seen here, to kind of create a even, somewhat even. It's not always going to be. I apologize yet again. As considering I am human and make mistakes. Kind of like that. So the shoulders do come over the heart. And make sure to add joints. As I said before, I accidentally erased them. But here is the pelvis line. The pelvis line, yeah. And then the hips, they are a lot more exaggerant than males. Okay, let's actually bring this down into here, just to kind of show. Sort of like that, if needed. Yep. And then joints are typically around here. It's kind of so the shoulder is typically wanted to meet against here across the body, as seen in somewhat of a straight line. So, yeah. Poses. You can do any pose, but we're not going to go into the line of action or any of that matter. We're just going to do a simple stand. So, female arms are a lot more thin and less muscly. Sort of like that. Joints are here. And I apologize if they are uneven. I am so sorry. Okay. Sorry. That was a small mishap. Oh wait, we were doing the arms. They are less muscly, as I said before. This is brought down into a triangle, and sometimes, most of the time actually, they fall behind the hips. So it's a fun way to avoid hands. Oh, and mid-torso is where the elbows end, and about upper thigh is when the hand ends. But you can see that they do fall behind. Unless you want to do, anywhere. My last video on males has resting hands, so if you'd like to see how to draw that, go over there. I apologize. But right here is where the genitals are, but we are not going to draw them, considering this is a family friendly. So females, again, are less muscly and typically have thicker thighs, as seen here. And then brought down into the knee cartridge type thingy. Knee socket, shall we say. As you can see, it is brought about as much as the torso. Yeah, it's just easier to see that way. And then this is going to be brought into like a... Oh, I forgot to mention, this is more curved, and this is more straight. This is more straight, and this is more curved, if you'd like to see it that way. That is one of the easiest ways I learned how to draw legs. Okay, let's draw feet. So it's more of a triangle, small type with a dip upwards. Then ankle is here. This is like slightly away from front facing. And then it's brought up like that. And then over, so this is the ankle, and then there's a slight arch right there, sort of like that, but it needs to be longer. I apologize. like that. And this is just going to be a front-facing foot. If we can make sure that they are even, though, unless you are doing it on a different slope, which it will be put into the knees, hips, and sometimes the torso. Make sure you draw the same shape, and then we are just going to connect it right here by the ankle joint. So this is a typical female body, and I hope this helped, and have an amazing day.